Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are back with another weekly check-in, and not only that, but I want to sit and talk with you guys about some changes that I will be taking come this month of September, and I will be starting with tomorrow's paycheck. So what we're going to start with is my weekly check-in. And let me tell you guys, I did not pull out any money once again. But I did not swipe my debit card. Actually, I lied. No, I did swipe my debit card, but only one time, and that was for gas, which was completely budgeted for. And with not pulling out the money, I actually didn't really spend any of it. I don't know. It was a weird week. I didn't really seem to need much of it. My boyfriend's been paying for a lot of stuff, so I mean, there's that. The only money I did have already pulled out was the grocery money, and we didn't even go grocery shopping. So what I was using this grocery money for was actually food that I was eating at work, like the food truck. And the only reason why I'm leaving it under groceries is because it is considered food. So that is where that is coming from. And because I didn't buy groceries, you know, I had to feed myself some way. So that's where that's coming from. I didn't pull that cash out of any other envelope or anything like that, or swipe my debit card. It was completely cash flowed and under a food category. So what I have in this envelope left is, let's see, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10. And what I've been doing as of, I don't think it was yesterday, I think it was the day before, I've been doing the $5 challenge. So anytime I have a 5, if I don't really need it, or if I don't feel like I really don't need it, I'm taking it out and putting it in a cash envelope. And like I said, I get paid tomorrow, so this week's money is just going to be a rollover, and I'm just going to put this in the $5 envelope. Here's my $5 challenge envelope. I already have a 5 in here that I actually took out from a previous envelope of last week's leftover money. I think I had $8. Yeah, I had $8 left over, so I just took that 5 out and stuffed it in here. But now I have 2 5s. And this $5 challenge is, I'm going to use this towards my debt snowball at the end of the month of September. So here I had left $10, which means I spent $20 overall. So I'm going to put here that I spent $20. Gas, I spent $45.01. Household, I didn't spend anything, and I didn't pull that money out. I didn't pull any of this money out. The only money that I already had pulled out was grocery money, and I didn't even really pull that out. That was money that my parents gave me for the Vivint alarm system that we have. My dad gave me 15, my mom gave me 15, so that's 30. And instead of pulling it out, I just used that and then used the money that I had in my account to pay their portion of the alarm system. So for eating out, I didn't pull anything out, so I didn't spend anything. Spending, same thing, spent 0. So let's do the math. So for gas, I have $31.63 remaining. Groceries, I have $28.91. Household and toiletries, I still have $65. And eating out, still negative $49.27. And spending is negative $288 with 12 cents. Another thing that I did do was print out my transactions for this week, because I did say, or like I said, I did not pull out any of the money, but I did end up swiping my card, and it was kind of hard to keep track of what was going on with my account. So I just printed out everything to make sure everything was accounted for and see if anything popped up that was unexpected. And little did I know, I did have 2 unexpected charges. So the first thing you see here is my paycheck. and that was $543.85. The next one you see is what I Venmo'd my boyfriend, and that was because he did pump gas for me and I felt bad, so I just reimbursed him for it, and he put in $20, so I sent him $20 for the gas that he put in my car. The next one is Netflix, and that is a bill that was budgeted for. Now the next two that you see here were not budgeted for, and I completely forgot that I had. This one is only $1, and that is for my iCloud storage. This one that you see here is for a Visco subscription, which is an app that you use for filters and editing pictures, and it was $19.99 a month after the week trial, and I completely forgot about it. It was supposed to end August 26th, and it completely went over my head and I forgot, so it charged me. But because I had about $4, and I forget how many cents, but I had roughly around $4.50 in my PayPal account, so it only charged me the difference. And I did contact Apple, and they did issue me a refund, and I'm still waiting for that to pop in, and that will be my $15.64. So this will be $0, but whenever that kicks in. Now the next one you see here is a payment that I made for Credit One, and that is my minimum payment of $41 plus the debt snowball that I had last week. And then after that, you see here the one time that I swiped my debit card, and I tried so hard to get it at 25 even dollars, but I went over by 1 cent, but that's okay, still budgeted for. And then the next one is Capital One, and that was also a minimum payment that was budgeted for in last week's paycheck. So one of the things that will be changing in the month of September is the way I will be doing my budget. I will no longer be doing a monthly budget with stickers. I will be using the printable workbook that I did buy from the Budget Mom. And I should be using this because I did spend money on this and I haven't been using it whatsoever, so it's better for me to just use this rather than buying stickers and letting this go to waste. So this will be the way that I will be budgeting for now, and hopefully I stick to this. So here you see the whole month where I have my bills laid out, and as well as my goal. My goal is the no spend challenge for the whole month. And what I mean by the no spend challenge is if it is not budgeted for, and what I mean by the no spend challenge is if it's not budgeted for, if it's not a bill, and if it's going to go over the budget for a certain category, that is not considered a no spend budget. So as long as it is budgeted for, and as long as it is a bill, that is considered a no spend day. So here you see the paydays that I have for the month, as well as some colored accents. So black will be paying for the ones in black, purple will be paying for the ones in purple, teal will be paying for the ones in teal, and pink will be paying for the bills in pink. And here at the bottom you do see 2 bills that are not in this calendar because this calendar only goes so far, and I am ahead in these 2 bills. I don't even know how I got that far ahead, but that's what's been working, so I'm not going to fix it if it's not broken. Next, you have a blank notes page. And then we have my first week of my September budget. And August 29th paycheck, which is tomorrow's paycheck, is considered part of September just because that paycheck covers the bills that come at the beginning of the month of September. So my paycheck will be less than what you've been seeing lately because I am no longer exempt. So I did go back to 0 dependents and a single status, which normally when I do that, I get roughly around $4.50 per paycheck. And then here you see my boyfriend's name. His name is Vutha. He gives me $40 a week to budget for Dominic's credit card. We do put all of the baby's expenses on that credit card, and then we pay it off at the end of the month. And we've been spending a little more, so it did bump up from $30 a week to $40 a week, and we both put that in there. Next, you see my bills, which is the camp and Spotify premium, and then as well as 2 cash envelopes of only gas and groceries. I am no longer doing eating out or spending, because like I said, this is a new way that I will be budgeting, or not a new way, but a different way that I will be budgeting. And I'm not really too sure how my money is going to be working out, especially since I have a smaller paycheck. So I will just be rolling over all the extra money into the next week to pay the bills. And then at the end of the month, we'll see if I have a debt snowball. So for my sinking funds, I do have car insurance for $190. My bill is normally $190 when I am under my dad's, but because I will be switching over from my dad's plan over to my boyfriend's plan, I don't expect to pay more than $190. Once I get a quote, I will be hoping that it is less than $190. If it is more than $190, I will not be switching over and I will be staying under my dad's plan, because it makes no sense to switch over to a plan that I will be paying more for when I could be saving money here. I don't have a debt snowball, but I do have a rollover, which here in this next week, you see that I have my hourly, the same amount of money that I do get from my boyfriend for our son's credit card, and the rollover from the previous week, plus the 2 bills. These 2 bills are for later in the month, but since they are my 2 biggest bills, and because I do have the money to pay for it, I might as well take care of them now. These are the 2 envelopes that I have: no sinking funds, no debt snowball, and a rollover of $7. Here is the paycheck for September 12th. I have hourly, I have my boyfriend, I have the rollover, and as well as an income from my family. Now, as you may know, in my previous videos, I have stated that I do split the Vivint bill between me and 4 other members of my family, which is my mom, my dad, my boyfriend, and my brother. We split that bill, which is $75 between the 5 of us, and it is $15 each. So in my previous videos, you may have seen that I have budgeted $9 for Vivint and $6 for Fortiva. But because I am considering that an income, I am just going to pay for the whole thing, or budget for the whole thing. And it makes sense because that is really what happens. I do normally pay for the whole thing, and then they just compensate me for it. Now at the bottom, you see that I have 2 envelopes, the same ones, no sinking funds, no debt, and I have a big rollover of $392. Now, the reason why I'm not putting it towards my debt snowball is because I know that in the next week or the next paycheck, I will be budgeting for sinking funds and some other bills. And you're going to see that in just a second. So here is the paycheck for September 19th. I have the usual hourly, the income from my boyfriend, and the rollover from the previous week. I have more bills this week. I have Wells Fargo, I have Dominic's credit card, but that is what I was budgeting for with my boyfriend, and we go 50-50. We do $40 a week, which is $160 for 4 weeks, and you multiply that by 2 people, that is $320. That is where that comes from. So then the next bill is Netflix, and then I have Capital One and Credit One. And like I said, I am ahead on these bills, so that is why you see further dates, because that is meant for October 9th and October 13th. And then here at the bottom, you see 3 envelopes. You see gas, groceries, and household. And like I mentioned, this is where I buy stuff like cleaning products. I buy toilet paper, shampoo, laundry detergent, so on and so forth. For my sinking funds, you will see that I did white this out. I don't know if you can see, but I did white this out. This would have been $80, but I did not have enough, so I just cut that in half and budgeted $40. And then for card tags, it's always going to be $23 because I already divided that into 12 months. And then for Dominic's birthday, I have $100. His birthday is in November, so that is why I'm budgeting $100, because I just barely started budgeting for that, I believe, last month or the month before. And gifts, $40. I wish I could budget more, but this year will be really tight, and I barely started budgeting for that also, I think maybe 3 months ago. And I have a really big family, and I'm talking just my sisters and the people I live with in the house is probably a total of 7 to 8 people. So then even after that, I have only $23 left that I can put to my debt snowball. And that is the reason why I did this whole rough draft, so you guys can see why I was doing a rollover rather than doing envelopes like spending and eating out, because I didn't know if I was going to have enough with this small paycheck. And comes to find out, I don't have room for it. And good thing I didn't budget for it, because if I did, I would be in the negative at the end of the month. So all in all, doing this no spend challenge is actually gonna really help me stay in the positive for the end of the month, as well as give me a debt snowball. And hopefully doing the $5 challenge, I will have a bigger debt snowball than $23, because I mean, to me that seems a little sad, especially when I was able to throw over $100 and pay off my iPhone in the month of August. I mean, if it wasn't for taxes, we'd probably all be debt-free a lot sooner. So as I was setting up for this video, I was going through my drawers and I found this box. And I remembered that I did stuff some things in this box for nails, but I didn't know exactly what was in here. So I just pulled it out. And to my surprise, I have an acrylic nail dip kit that I completely forgot I had. Guys, I can't even tell you when I bought this, like, because I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was probably the beginning of the year that I bought this kit. So this is exciting because now I don't have to go and get my nails done. I can just do this myself and save a whole bunch of money. And on top of this, my mom did give me her LED, I think it's an LED, but it's one of those lights where you know, stick your hands in for gel nail polish. So she did get me that, and I do have some old gel polish that I can actually use with this. And I have these nail clippers and nail glue. I have nail files. I have this cuticle pusher. I think that's what it is. But it's exciting, guys. I don't have to feel so blah, you know. I can do a mani and pedi at home. Well, I don't think I can do a pedi with this, but you get what I mean. So yeah, that is my weekly check-in and some of the things that will be changing come September, and as well as something new that I will be implementing just so I don't feel so down about not being able to have a spending category. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. Make sure you comment below what you plan to do, or if you plan to make any changes for this next month. And yeah, make sure you guys interact with me. I love interacting with you guys. I love the support that I've been getting so far. And I'm just gonna keep doing this. I love this journey so far. All right, love you guys. Bye.